Hello, everybody. We are getting started. Welcome in. We're just getting a little set up here. Wait for some people to come in. We'll get started in a little bit. I think the lady might want my kitty to come in. Yes, lady. Hello. Hello, welcome in. I am doing very well. I apologize for not being here on Tuesday. Sorry, my cat. I had a bad day on Tuesday, but we are back. We are much better spirits today. We are going to redo Muffy's house today, so my little gothy ram. And Lady here wanted to make an appearance. I also just got home, so she is like, excuse me, where's my attention? I normally come home and hang out with her for a bit, but I came home a little late, so I didn't really have that much time to hang out with her before streaming. How about us? Yeah, you just want to be with me? You came because you know people love you, right? Yeah. She really just wants attention. Yeah. My little attention hoe. Are you comfy cozy? Hello, Loki. How are you doing? Thanks for the follow the other day. I think she might want to leave. We'll see. Maybe we can play and chill with her. Ooh! Hi. That's your booty. Bye. My camera's like very off center today. There we go. Yeah, she really enjoys showing off her booty. What can I say? But hey, to each their own. Kix is here. I have not played Animal Crossing in a few days, so my island is probably going to be a hot mess. There will probably be weeds and stars everywhere. Just thought I would let people know. I'm so glad the snow has melted. Driving but trying to get you. Hi, Brooke. Thank you. We could just chill. You are the best. Can you guys hear my sound alerts? because Loki played Bing Bong, but oh my god, who is that? Who's who? This one? This is Shino. She, no. Nothing played. I can hear it on my end. I'm still trying to get used to this whole Twitch technology thing. I have sound alerts, but I don't know how you can make it where you guys can hear. We haven't quite figured out how to fix that. Yeah. I need to do some more research. You want a house tour? Yeah, we could do a house tour. Let's choose our outfit. We'll do a quick outfit just so that we... it's kind of a springy day. Maybe we'll do some green. Still kind of figuring stuff out. Yeah, I don't... Honestly, when I started Twitch, I just assumed it would just be like hit play and go, and then things wouldn't be complicated. Clearly I was wrong. It's a lot more complicated than I anticipated. But that's okay. We will figure it out together. It's like some of those things where sometimes you're like, oh, anybody could do that. And then you try it and you're like, oh, yeah, maybe not. One of those things. Okay, this is cute enough. So we use Twitch Studio, but I was thinking of having her to switch to OBS. It was hard for me. I switched to Streamlabs. I've heard about Streamlabs. I have it installed, but I don't pay for it, if that makes sense. So we had a house tour request, so we shall do that. So this is my little living room. I do eventually want to, one of my streams, maybe we can do this on Sunday, redo my living room area. Good morning, Burvey. How's the little guy doing? I know it's Thursday. Our little piggy friend. I hope that they're recovering well. I was thinking about them all day. But I do eventually want to redo my living room, mostly because it's spring now and we don't really need like a heater in the middle of the room. And my living room's like kind of like Mod Podge of everything. You don't pay for it. I have the desktop version. I started off with Streamlabs, tried OBS one time, went back to Streamlabs, and now I'm back to OBS. Yeah. Who would have thunk it's all complicatedness? In my back room over here, we have like a little music room. Yes, I will share my dream address. Yes, thank you, Burvey. I will do that. I really love all of the musical instruments in this game. So, here we have some instruments as well as some gyroids. Instruments are just like, honestly, my favorite item. Oh, good. I'm so glad that her surgery went well. I literally was at work and I was just like, I hope her piggy's okay. Good. Here we have my little bedroom. If you can't tell, I very much enjoy the antique collection from this game. So I kind of have like a little vintagey room over here. I haven't touched my house really since 2.0. Some of the stuff I have, like with the update that came out, but most of the stuff, my house was like before that. And then We have a bathroom. You got your phone at work. Well, I appreciate you chatting with me while you're at work on your phone. Sometimes when I have lunch, so I'm a special ed teacher, so sometimes on my lunch break I'll go on my phone on Twitch, but I can't have any sound on because I always forget my headphones. This is my little bathroom. This is actually something that I've done since the 2.0. It's not my favorite. I kind of want to change it up a bit, but it's functional. It gets the job done. Same. I'm a horrible speller. And then, we'll go downstairs first. And I apologize for not being here on Tuesday. But it was such a rough day. I one of those days where you just kind of shut down, and so I apologize for not being here on Tuesday, but I am back today, in a much better mood and in a much better headspace. Somebody's came back to make an appearance here. There she is. Let's see if I can grab her. Hi, lovies. There she is. There she is. Oh, lady, you dropped my controller. That's okay. She's like, oh my god, Mom. I love buggies. Twitch is perfect for not feeling lonely. That's true. I recently learned that that's a term called body doubling. Okay, she wants to leave. Okay, it's okay, lady. I too would probably always have Twitch on, if I had a job where I know she just wants cuddles, but she doesn't want to be up here and cuddling. She wants me on the couch in the living room. We also only have one TV in the house, so I usually don't get reign of the TV. But yeah, this is my little officey area. Oh, I have to change this up too. This is my I hate when I do this. Oh my goodness me. Oi. I used to work in an office with 100+ people. Oof. Way to call me out. Yeah, I did call my wife out. That's okay. That's what we do here. We watch Bones. Yeah. I had school break last week and I wanted something to just kind of have on in the background, but I also wanted murder, but I know that true crime kind of freaks my wife out sometimes a little, so we switched to Bones, which is okay because it's fictional, and also we've seen it before, so it's one of those comfort shows. You need that massage chair for your nail salon? I need that massage chair in my real house. This is my kitchen. Even before the 2.0 update, I loved a kitchen. I've always had one of my big rooms, whether it was my top floor or my bottom floor, be my kitchen. And then once 2.0 came out, I kind of redid it a little bit. You left your job and you spend 99% alone doing work. Yeah, my wife works from home. So I know she watches some Twitch people while she's working. But I'm a special ed teacher, so I'm never lonely. All right. So I kind of want to that's true. She mostly... Oh, lost item. She does watch a lot of Miraculous Ladybug. Alright, let's see. I have a couple presents to open. I should have, like, played with my storage a little bit before I left my house, but that's okay. I love coming home and my 3 babies sweeping down the stairs. Lady. Bag with a simple design. I can tell it was painstakingly made by hand. Painstakingly made by hand. So it's not a lazy, so it's not Eric. Would this be a peppy or a normal? Not that that really helps me, because those are the only other 2 that I have on my island. Well, I have a smug, because Eric is smug. Here, I'll show you the villagers that I have, and maybe we can use clues to figure it out. So we have Flora, who's peppy, Kid, who's smug, Sprinkle, who's peppy, Poppy, who's normal, Muffy, who's sisterly. We have Nana, who's normal, Kitty, who's snooty, Savannah, who's normal, Eric, who is lazy, and Shino, who is peppy. I think she's peppy. Maybe it was Kitty, because she's snooty. I forgot I had a snooty, but I also have a sisterly. I think it's either Muffy or Kitty. Maybe whoever we run into first on our travels. My goal for the stream today is to redo Muffy's house, so we do need to see Muffy anyways. Hi, Sprinkle! Oh, thanks, Kid. On my last stream, we redid Kid's house. Oh, just saying hi. Oh, I forgot that if you talk to them, they'll assume that it's their item. Bananas. Let's see if Muffy... You had a Nintendo dream before you woke up this morning. Muffy! Let's see. I don't know, I think Kitty might have done it. Nana? I mean, I guess that makes sense. We saw Nana, didn't we? Savannah sleeping under the tree. Oh my goodness. So my wife watches Miraculous Ladybug. Oh, there we go. I dreamt I was showing my friend the new backgrounds and villager icons we can use instead of me and accidentally deleted her husband's me. Then I uploaded her husband into the Switch to be in his real life me and then accidentally deleted it. I woke up feeling bad. Oh no. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I hate waking up feeling stressed. I really do. That's like the worst feeling. Gotta check that out. Yes, Miraculous Ladybug is very good. It's technically a kid's show, but and it's technically a French show, but it's very good. She's all focused on how she'd have such cool tech that I can scan him in the first place. I mean, not wrong. Yes, potatoes, tomatoes, wheat, sugar, and carrots are all in here. Cooking is my favorite activity for the 2.0 update, so I collect all of them. But, let's go say hi to all my villagers just so, and like give like a very brief island tour. It obviously needs some help, but that's okay. So Over here we have a little reading nook because honestly, who doesn't want to read with some pastries surrounded by flowers when it's nice out? And then we have over here Flora's home. Let's actually go say hi to Flora because if she's making a recipe, I want it. Oh, she's not making anything. That's okay. Peeps! Music shows on TV. Same. Everyone on Love Star sings, you guessed it, love ballads. Screech along, it's so metal, and everyone has the best hair. Beep, boot, deep, boot, boob. Oh, geez. Has all the best dance music. I have this weird thing about putting food decorations outside. So, oh my god, Flora has a lot to say today. Oh man. Oh man. Okay, Flora. That's true. I have a farmer's market. Actually, I'll go show that right now. So there is food outside. We have like canned jellies. Whoops. We have like canned jellies over here, like canned goods, and then we have like actual food over here. And like scones and treats. And then we have flowers. We have like a little flower case. Pergola. Fortune cookie cart that my wife got me from, I think it's called Pocket Camp. Jazz, you can correct me if that's wrong. When I first started the game, I made money by pumpkins because this is before produce. So I have, my top tier is just pumpkins and Lily of the Valleys for when I got a 5-star island. I kind of like collected all my Lily of the Valleys. Also, I don't know if this would be triggering for anyone, but I do have a graveyard on my island and we're coming up on it. So I just wanted to give you guys a warning. This is my graveyard. These are all my previous residents. We have Agnes, Phoebe, Meringue, Pango, Fauna, Molly, and Deanna. I've had more residents. I'm missing Sterling. I'm missing Boots. I'm missing Piper and Boomer. When Sasha first came to my island, he stopped me to ask what the constant music playing in the background was and why everyone pretended they couldn't hear it. Sometimes villagers like break that wall of like, what if we're living in a simulation? It's like so uncomfortable sometimes. We have bamboo, so when it's like bamboo season, we have enough. And then of course we have like a little playground area. Not playground, a little arcadey area. I'm really sad I got rid of Molly, if I'm being honest, over here. But and then we have Able Sisters, little sewing stuff. I don't really want to go into Able Sisters right now. But this is Muffy's house, and then this is Shino's house. Meringue is on your island. She's a final girl. Meringue was cute. I did enjoy Meringue. I got Savannah in placement of Meringue. So, and Savannah's super cute. Poppy's making something. So I've redone Poppy's house. This is not what it normally looks like. Salad. Oh, I'm not even going to try and say that. Salade de Kerotis rapis. I don't know what that means. We'll have to see what this recipe is. Let's see. I already forgot we had a lost item. I have to go find Anna. Alright, what is that? Let's see. It's carrot salad. They had to make it fancy smancy. Let's see. Meringue is really cute though. I kind of miss her. If I'm being honest. I miss all my residents. I have like severe attachment to all of them. I actually learned how to say meringue a few weeks ago. I would say it in Spanish. I very much dislike when I accidentally kick off path. It drives me bananas. Here we have my poison mushroom garden. I really like the mushroom item in the game, and I had no idea how to display mushrooms. So I got inspired by Ireland when we went a couple of years ago to do because Ireland has a poison garden. So it inspired me. Here you go, Nana. Here's your... Welcome in, everybody. Here's your lost item, ma'am. You're welcome, Nana. What are you going to give me? A hose reel. A mushroom stall. That would be smart. I'm just going to get my pumpkins, sell things, and then we're going to redo Muffy's house. Because it's been too long. And her house is driving me bonkers. I'm sad she wasn't home so that you couldn't see it before. Did they warn you not to kiss the Blarney Stone? Yes. I did not kiss the Blarney Stone. Blarney Stone. I did not. Also, I don't need the gift of gab. That's just not something I require. So, I talk enough as it is. We did buy a piece of it at the gift shop. I don't know where that is, but it's somewhere. I got like a fancy camera and I lost the like lens cap part at the Blarney Castle in the river that like runs through it. Fun fact. Did I water my veggies? They're not sparkling, so I don't think I did. I want to go back to Ireland. I want to go back to traveling. I miss traveling. My dad used to get tourists asking to take their photo with him whenever he went in Ireland. People thought he was Irish. And in Belgium, some Japanese tourists wanted a picture with him. Oh man, low battery. What does that mean? Does that mean I can't play? Local older gentleman look. Is that a drum set? Oh my god. I need it. That's not a choice. This is a need. I'm just going to sell things I do not need. Random people wanting pictures. I know in Japan, a lot of people want to take pictures with foreigners. Not that I've been to Japan, but that's what I hear. So that could also just be a complete lie. I don't know. I'm buying it. Thanks. Okay, let's go redo Muffy's house. I still have to do Savannah's house, Shino's house, Muffy's house, Flora's house, and Eric's house. And then all of my houses on my island would have been updated with the 2.0 stuff. So that's very exciting. All right, let's see. Mr. Nook, get over here. Let's talk homes, right? Yeah. Our residence home. We're going to redo Muffy. Let's see. Muffy. My niece is Thai, and when she was on a beach in Thailand, some tourists took pictures of her building a sandcastle. She was like 2 or 3. I was so creeped out, but her mom was shrugging it off and said Japanese tourists just take pictures of people's kids all the time. When they come to live here, we had to re-educate them on what was normal and what was scary. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, when you live in a place that's like the same everywhere, when things are different, it's like you want to document it. Oh, we're going to do the interior. Thank you, Mr. Nook. So this is Muffy's house. As you can see, it's driving me nuts. Like, some of this stuff is cute, some of it's fine, but I'm just gonna get rid of everything and start new. Alright. I also very much wish we can change the size. Not gonna lie. Alright, so Muffy... What place are you from? I know you're not asking me, but I'll answer it anyways. I'm from Massachusetts. So I have... That's the wall she had, isn't it? Yeah. I don't know. I kind of like that wall from Muffy. And the floor's not bad. I wish we had more, like, purple floors. But we don't. And frankly, that makes me sad. Ooh, California. I've always wanted to go to California. California is huge, though. So, like, are you from, like, what is it, Northern Ireland? Or, not Ireland, oh my goodness. California? Ireland. My goodness. My brain is everywhere today. I don't know what floor to put for Muffy. Southern Cali. It's warm over there. I don't do well in heat. So, yeah. Yeah, when I lived in Finland, flying from Boston to Paris, France, is about 6 hours, which is about the same, if not less, than it is to fly to California. So, like when I go and visit my parents, they live in Texas. It's about a 4-hour flight from Massachusetts. This doesn't look too bad. Maybe we'll just add more purple, like, furniture stuff. 89! Wowzers! Wowzers! That's warm. I'm not a fan of warm. I too do not like the heat. And you live in Southern Cali. That's unfortunate. Ah. Midnight Sun in Norway. So, when I lived in Finland, same bracket, if not more north than Norway. I lived there for a couple of months in the summer, and it's a 7-hour time difference. So it's 5 p.m. here. So it was very late, and it was super nice. Like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, there were like moments where I was walking around downtown. I'm like, why is it abandoned? Like, why is nothing open? Like, where's all the people? And it was literally like 1:30 in the morning, and it's bright as heck outside. And I'm like, oh, it's because it's 1:30 in the morning. I should probably go to bed. And so, and I was an au pair, so I worked with kids, and lived with a host family. But like, or I would call my wife, because at the time we were dating, which is so weird to think about. But at the time we were dating, and she's like, "What time is it? Like, why are you outside?" And I'm like, "It's bright out. It's beautiful. Like, having a cup of coffee, 1 in the morning, outside." It also made me feel like super, super, like, safe, because you can see, like, I could see everything around me. So like 1:30 hit, and I knew, like, I didn't have to worry about like dark alleys. Not that there's a lot of crime in Finland anyways, and I didn't really have to worry about that type of thing over there, but it did help where, like, over here, you would not catch me walking outside at 1:30 in the morning, no way. And I live in Massachusetts, in a relatively safe city, so, but you still would not find me outside at 1:30. Finland, I was outside very often. It's beautiful there, so I would literally just walk around. We were engaged to be engaged. You're right. Came out, you were there. Yeah, so when Midsummer, the movie, came out, I was in Finland. And at the time I was near the Swedish border. And I went, because I lived in Tampere. And so I went to the movie theater for a midnight showing of Midsummer. And I was like, oh my God, that's like right there. Like, I'm bordering Sweden. Like, kind of freaked me out, but it was bright as heck. And like, I got on the bus, like the public transport, and like, just went. And it was really great. I really missed Finland. But then, of course, you have lots of sun in the summer, but then you get to wintertime and it's dark. So, you win some, you lose some. In June here, sun sets after 9 p.m. Ugh. Burvey. You have to drive everywhere. Perfect. I think it... In general, I would say that here in the States, our public transit sucks. It sucks, but it really sucks. Even so, like, I live near Boston, like, not too far out of Boston. When you're in the city, it's not horrid. I was able to get around places I needed to, obviously, but it was nothing like it was over in Finland. Transport over here is not only not very reliable, it's also disgusting, like physically nasty. I did not have culture shock going to Finland. Coming back to the States, I had culture shock. I was grade A miserable coming back, and I'm still like grade A miserable being here. So, you know. But I have my wife, and that's kind of what keeps me here and going, and not abroad. You have underground trains in East Coast cities. We do. So Boston, we have, it's called the MBTA, Massachusetts Bay Transportation, whatever it is. Authority, thank you. And then I know New York has underground. That's the MTA. And then I think Chicago has underground, and DC has underground. Yep. Boston's very much like New York, except a lot less confusing. I will admit. Boston is comparatively so much easier to navigate than New York is. On the T. So, New York is set up as a grid. So it's like very concrete. So you know when you're walking, you know where to go. It's like, you know, a grid. Boston is like woo 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 woo, like because it's so old. It's from, you know. So getting around Boston, if you're driving, is very difficult because it's like one-way streets everywhere, turnarounds, rotaries, roundabouts. Like it's just, whereas New York, it's like you're 3 blocks away, which is like wee woo. Leave me alone. Which is like literally 3 streets, whereas like Boston, 3 blocks is like 14 streets going this way. Yes, they are very English-like. Very confusing to navigate if you don't know where you're going. But I found that the train system in Boston's a lot easier to navigate than it is in New York. And I've been to DC. I don't remember their transit because I was with a school twice, so we took like vans, like buses. I did go once with my grandma when I was younger, and that we just drove around the city. So I don't think we took transit, but I do know that it exists and that is there. So yeah, all the old, you're right. All of the old colonies really. I think Chicago though has underground. In London, if somebody asks for directions, I can point to the direction they need to head to, but directing through the streets is pointless. Yeah. Sounds about right. Oh, here it is. It's like, where is the piano stool? Navigating is very difficult. I'm also horrible with direction in general. So I'm not very reliable. Someone's like, how do you get home? That I go home every single day. And I'm like, I don't know how to get home. I'm sorry. It's really bad. I will be honest. I'm not very reliable. Hence, I don't drive. Because I would be... would not be very helpful driving. It was formed on a very bendy river. Yeah. Yay for rivers. Alright, I need a bed for her. And I kind of want a single bed, but, like, I also don't. You know? I mean, I guess a double bed wouldn't hurt. I wish they had, like, purple. Oh, that's kind of purpley. Maybe we can do a purpley pattern. None of these patterns are working for me. Oh! That's cute. I like that. I still use my GPS to take me places. Same. I would quite literally be lost without my GPS. Although, walking around Boston, a GPS is pointless. And, like, does not work. Ugh, what the heck? Why doesn't this come in black? There's a saying, it takes an hour to get from Boston to Boston, and I've never heard anything more truer in my life. My controller died. Do we know if we can use, like, a different controller? Because my wife has a Switch. But it's not, like, my controller from my Switch. I think it should work, right?
No idea how to do that. Want to try?
Okay. So I have the Animal Crossing one. We're gonna see if I can use my wife's, which is the OG. Moment of truth.
I've never had to pair them before, so I have no idea how to pair them. That's probably like the old Wii. You had to press a button.
Hold to search. Hold to search.
I don't know where the attachment is, do you?
Well, my friends. We might just do a chill and chat.
Do you know where the attachment is?
What attachment?
The key with the switch. The one that looks the remote. You have to black and then you put, okay. Let's see if we can find it.
Featuring my wife. Let's see. Let's see. I also have, like, these little, like, thingy-majiggies. Do any of us know if that works? Beats me. Because which one died? Yeah, I don't think I can. Well, I know you can switch out your Joy-Cons, though, for, like, other colors. You know? But maybe because these ones are already connected to a different Switch. Probably. So I will finish Muffy's house off stream. I can post a picture of it on my Instagram. And my Twitter. My Instagram and my Twitter are the same as my username here on Twitch, which is Ace3Crossing. So if you want to see Muffy's finished house, once I get off stream and charge my device, then I can upload that if you are curious to actually see what I do with Muffy's house.
Funny idea.
What?
Why don't you just unplug your Switch really quick? Just stay on stream. Click my remotes and maybe we'll sync.
We can also just do a chat. I mean, that's alright.
Whatever you want to do.
Because we still have more villagers that I need to do their houses for. So, like, I need to do Eric's house. I need to do Flora's house. So, we can always do that on the next stream. But I'm going to switch over to chatting. Just because technical problems, again, gotta love tech. It's great when it works, but when it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'm also going to switch over my description. And if we don't want to chat, if I'm chatting, yeah, we can totally just do a chat. This happened last time I had technical problems. I literally, like, something with my overlays on Twitch Studio went weird during gameplay one day, so I just put on just chatting, and it ended up being a great stream. So we can totally just chat. I did change the about information for the chatting, but I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, I do not need the gift of gab, as I talk all of the time. And I don't stop. And a lot of times I don't know when to stop, and then I overshare. But I'm sure other people coincide with that. So, what were we talking about before Muffy's house / my controller decided to tell me no more? We were talking about Boston. I go off on tangents and forget what I was initially talking about. So I have ADHD and kind of controlled by meds, kind of not. It gets me through my workday, but after my workday, I'm just like, huh? Yes, transportation and cars. So here, but like as soon as you leave the cities, so like I'm about 30 minutes north of Boston. The only transportation we have is a train going into Boston, but going around town. And I think we're in a city by like technical terms. There's no transportation between this area and that area. Because there's like the city and then there's like suburbs of the city. So like I live in like downtown area. And even though I live on the main street of my city, there's still no transportation. But it's walkable. I only work a mile and a half away. So like I could walk that. I've never done it because I'm just lazy. But so very different. Whereas in Finland, my first family I lived with, so I lived with two families. My first family didn't work out, but my first family, we lived in Lappeenranta, which is on the Russian border, and he lived right downtown. Like, I could walk to the beach, I could walk to the water, I could walk to restaurants, I could like walk everywhere. He lived like right downtown in an apartment, and I had an apartment right next to his, but it was weird. I had my own bathroom and I had my own bedroom and I had my own little other area. And but then there was a door and it connected to the main apartment, which had the kitchen and the shower and the sauna. But it was a weird situation. It was kind of a half in-law suite because I didn't have a kitchen. But he lived right downtown and the transportation there was really good. I didn't have to take a bus because I could walk everywhere, but I do know that the bus did go if I wanted to go anywhere. It did get me to places. I did have friends who were au pairs that lived right outside La Parranta and wasn't quite right downtown, and they took the bus in and it was super reliable and clean. And then when I went to my second family, they lived in Tampere, which is a city on the Swedish side of Finland, and they lived in this a suburb because they had a big house. They were very rich. It was very, very nice. They were also very nice people, and their kids, I think about them almost every day. And they lived by a bus stop, and it was kind of like a sketchy bus stop almost. Not really. It was just on the side of the road and didn't look like a bus stop. So that took me a minute to be wait, that's a bus stop? And I would take the bus into Tampere Center every day to get coffee or go shopping or get things that I need. And they also, like other European countries, are very focused on cycling and using your bike. So they bought me a bike while I was there so that I can go places a little bit quicker. 9-hour walk. Oh, no thanks. If I'm walking 9 hours, it's because I'm touring the world at Epcot. Or walking down Main Street and crying when I see the castle. So, I love walking, don't get me wrong, but not for 9 hours, I would not. I think it takes me 30 minutes to walk. Depends on my speed. I would walk for 20 minutes, give up, and go home. Yeah. I actually have, so I don't drive. I have very bad driving anxiety. So, I actually have an electric scooter, like the ones that you would find in cities that people can rent. I have one of those for my personal use. So sometimes if the weather's nice and it's not snowing, or downpouring, then I'll use my scooter sometimes if I want to. That's not counting the fact that all the streets are getting worked on. Tell me about it. Oh my gosh, downtown is crazy bananas. Especially because I work as a teacher, I get out when everyone else is getting out to get their kids. So, right downtown is always crazy bananas, and they're doing all of these power line updates. And so all these streets are closed, and then, yeah, Jazz, the snow and the salt damage, rest in peace your car, because it is... There's also another joke about Massachusetts where, someone's drunk driving when they're driving in a straight line, versus when they're swerving, because there's so many potholes everywhere that if you drive straight, your car's gonna eventually fall in a ditch. Whereas if you drive like a typical drunk driver would, you're actually driving correctly because you're avoiding all of the potholes. Fun fact. I don't know what my taxes go to, honestly. It's not roads, I know that much. But the sidewalks are kind of nice, I guess. I haven't really run into... Oh no, I have. I almost wiped out on my scooter because the trees, they plant trees in the middle of the sidewalk and then the roots get too big, and so then the concrete gets all cracked and bulges, and I wasn't paying attention and my scooter caught on one. Or if they have trees in the middle, there's like a ditch. It's like a square, and it's like a ditch that has like the tree, and that has the dirt. You would stand out in Massachusetts. It's very, it's pretty easy to do that. We're a small state. Like, so I grew up in Connecticut, which is a smaller state than Mass. Yeah. And so, like, oh, my friend's moving across the state, but really it's like maybe a 3-hour drive, 4-hour drive, maybe pushing it. Whereas when my parents moved to Texas, my brother's like, oh, yeah, my friend moved across the state. And I was like, oh, that's not bad. They're like, yeah, it's a 4-hour flight. And I was like, excuse me? Like, flight? Yeah. So I'm sure Cali's the same way. Like, oh, my friend moved to Northern Cali. I'm sure that's like a 2-hour flight. Because it's a big state. Not as big as Texas or Alaska, but driving straight into a pothole. Yeah. Very easy. So we have off-street parking, which is also a rarity because we live right downtown, and our parking lot has created a ditch. So every time someone drops me off at home that hasn't been in my parking lot before, I'm like, take it slow, because your car will go crunch and then up. But that's just from the salt, from the snow that like corrode the road. So, and then in the summer, there's all this construction because they're putting new road down just for it to get destroyed in winter. I don't get it. Whereas, like, in Texas, literally things get built so quick down there. My parents lived in Fort Worth, like right outside Fort Worth, and there was like nothing. Like, it was just a field. And I went down the next year, and there's all of a sudden like an entire shopping area. There's like an In-N-Out burger, there's stores, there's restaurants. I was like, Dad, I literally was here 8 months ago. Where did this all come from? And he's like, oh, they just built it. And I was like, it takes 8 months to fix a road that's 3 miles long here in Massachusetts. It's crazy bananas. But they also have nice weather, usually year-round, so they can actually get stuff done without... Yeah, snow and salt is literally such a huge problem. Our roads are literally atrocious. I'm sure, like, other states are like that. Like, I know Connecticut has been bad. Any state that deals with cold, like, I'm sure Minnesota or North Dakota, their roads are probably bad because they get even more snow than we do. But yeah, snow and salt. London got its first Wendy's. So, when I lived in La Branta, they got a Taco Bell, and the wait for Taco Bell was like an hour and a half. And of course, I had to go. I tried all of the fast food over there just because you would think it's like the same stuff we have here in the States. It's not. It's actually pretty good over there. Spicy nugs. I had spicy nugs the other day. They're normally not like super spicy. They were like unbearably spicy. I was like, excuse me, I want my mildly spiced nuggets. Thank you. It's like Dunkin' in Cali, yeah. Yeah. But the Taco Bell in Finland was very good. I'm glad you like Dunkin' more than Starbucks. Although, yes, the McDonald's had macarons, and they were actually pretty good. Usually, like, desserts from fast food places are, like, kind of gross and nasty. The macarons were so delicious. And they delivered. And they had Subway. Ugh. Let me tell you. Subway in Finland. I can't eat Subway here anymore. In Finland, there is a patty. It's like a chickpea patty. It's not the veggie patty we have here in the States. It is so good. And when I came back to the States, and we ordered Subway like months after I came back, I was like, where's the chickpea patty? And Jazz is like, my wife, she's like, what are you talking about? Chickpea patty. And I was like, the chickpea patty that they have at Subway. She's like, no. Like, that's not an American thing. And I literally was like, I can't eat Subway anymore. That's the only thing from Subway I like. And I was an assistant manager at Subway. So, like, I used to eat a lot of Subway, too. Too much sugar lately for me, but it depends on the Dunkin' and the crew. Yeah. I saw a TikTok where someone was like, Dunkin' is like a gambling. I either get the best damn iced coffee I've ever had in my life, or I get coffee that tastes like ass. Like, he's like, there's no in between. It's like never like medium, like kind of good. It's either the best or absolute trash. Um, I saw on stream a Dutch streamer talking about Domino's pizza. Oh my god. So Domino's pizza is pretty good. It's the crust because they put like garlic on it and like a little bit more like spices on it. But it is a lot of cheese. I actually from Domino's, I really like their sandwiches. They have like this really good like Mediterranean veggie like panini thing. It's got like banana peppers, roasted red peppers. It's actually like pretty good. Um, yes, and crack. It's actually what is it called? Cheesy bread? Cheesy garlic bread? It's like a weird pizza that's not a pizza. It's like it's literally a loaf of bread with stuffed with cheese and garlic, and it's very good. I call it crack because it's addictive. Yes. So when no, maybe we'll order Domino's for dinner. Um yeah, so when my wife and I went to Ireland, um which is where Cadbury, I believe, is manufactured. Chocolate, I don't like chocolate. Like, okay, I like chocolate, but I'm not someone that's like, give me chocolate. Like I prefer salty over sweet, typically, and savory over sweet. So I'm not a huge chocolatey person. Um, but I appreciate a good chocolate, and I loved the chocolate in Ireland. Um, yeah, and we have a brewery where I think like the owner's from England, and so he ships like English treats and he sells them, and it's so good. Mexican Coke. I had it in Texas, and it is a lot better. I also don't like a lot of soda. Really the only soda I like is ginger ale. And I like Shirley Temples, which is Sprite and grenadine. So that's really the only. I'm not a huge like Coke person. Um, Pepsi. I don't really like Mountain Dew. Okay, very true. The cucumber Coke in Epcot. So Epcot has in Disney has what's called Club Cool, and it's Coca-Cola. But they have different Coca-Cola from different countries. I don't remember where cucumber Coke was from. I think like I don't remember. We'd have to look it up. So good. Like why can't they make that here in the States? Like I don't like soda, but that is so good. I am also a caffeine person. Um, Scotland is the only country where the number one soda isn't Coke. Iron Brew. So I actually got an Iron Brew from that little like British brewery down the street. I didn't drink it. I bought it, but I didn't drink it yet. um That's interesting. So also, depending where in the States you're from, Coke. Oh no, what is it? Yeah, Coke can mean the actual brand of soda, or it could just mean soda as like a general realm. Um, oh,
Drink it on stream.
oh boy. Should I drink my Iron Brew on stream? I think so. This is sugar-free though, so like maybe it's not going to be very good because it's sugar-free. Oh, where's my camera? Here it is. It's like... You can't introduce a sugar tax, so everybody had to change the recipes or charge more for the drink. That's nifty. In Finland, I don't think it's a sugar tax, but their junk food is so expensive. Like chips are like €8 a bag, which is like insane. Whereas fruit is super cheap. Here in the States, it's the opposite. Like a bag of chips is like $2. You want a cucumber, like a singular cucumber, it's $2. So I ate a lot healthier in Finland. No, we love our sugar here. All right, I'm gonna try this. Hopefully it doesn't explode on me. Oh god. Weak hands. Give me a minute. That's embarrassing. Oh, there we go. Don't explode. Is it fizzy? It's a little fizzy. I'm also not a huge fan of like carbonated things. And if it is, it needs to be like lightly carbonated. It smells weird. All right. The commercial. All right, I'm gonna stop smelling it because I'm gonna freak myself out. I don't know if I like it. I have to try that again. It's not bad. I can't pin what it tastes like. It looks like orange soda. You're right. Because it's orange. Sparkling, low-calorie flavored soft drink with sweeteners. That's very descriptive. It just says original and best. Iron Brew, sugar-free. Let's see. Mixed with vodka. We should do that one day. No, I'm just kidding. Like I said, I may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. I don't know. It kind of tastes like the Beverly drink from Coke Cool, like the Cool Club. Which isn't bad. Everybody hates the Beverly drink at Epcot, but it really wasn't that bad. There was worse ones. There, that's definitely. We only have Bailey's and Barefoot. Yeah, we don't. It's not licorice-y. Because I know my licorice. Finland's very much into their licorice, but a secret recipe. Really, Scotland? Just give me the recipe. Just tell me what it is. I paid $3 for this drink. I'll probably. Okay. You're right. Finland's licorice is very salty, and it's also black licorice. So, but they have black licorice alcohol. Fun fact. Um, it's not very good. My host family took a shot with me, and that was not a good time. When I was staying up all night to read the last Harry Potter book, me and my friend drank vodka and Red Bull. Yes, that's actually a very popular drink here in the States. It tastes like bubblegum and cream soda. It does taste like bubblegum. No, I don't like it. I don't like bubblegum flavored things. Now that's all I taste. I didn't taste it before, but now that I've put a pin on the taste, it just kind of tastes like bubblegum. I don't know. I saw on TikTok someone put orange juice in espresso. That's just weird to me. I'm also totally down to do a stream of just like weird food. I like to eat. Although I don't eat pork, so that might limit me in like weird food. Because I know a lot of weird food has pig in it. And I also don't eat mushrooms. It's weird. I'm picky, but I'm not. Like, I'm not as like picky as a lot of people are, but I'm also not as adventurous. I have eaten reindeer though. So a Thai Maria with OJ. It's coffee liqueur and fresh OJ. It was actually nice. So maybe that's like kind of like the same vibe. Like OJ and coffee. I know my uncle used, not my uncle, my great uncle? I don't remember. Someone in my family, instead of having like, he used to be an alcoholic, and then so he would wake up every morning and have a drink, but instead of having alcohol, he would just have a shot of pure orange juice with no sugar or anything, and he was like, it wakes you up the same way like a shot of vodka would. I don't know how much I believe that, but you forgot you were at work. Sorry. Hello, Rosie. Welcome in. Welcome. We're just chatting. Earlier we were playing Animal Crossing, and we were doing Muffy's house. But then my controller died, so here we are, just chatting and having a good time. Some of our friends here are from the UK, so we're kind of talking about like American versus UK / non-American food. So that's just kind of like what we are. UK and Cali, yeah. I'm trying an Iron Brew, which is a Scottish soda that I got at a local brewery where he's from England, so he like ships all of these like English UK snackies. And I bought this Iron Brew. Just chilling, hanging out. Trying to my goal is to be an affiliate, and I am 1 follower away from 50. So we're almost there. Let's see. I like some US flavors that we don't really get here. Our purple flavor is usually blackcurrant. It's grape. Yes. Yes. Grape soda is like, again, I don't really drink soda, but I do like grape soda, and I like grape flavored things, because it kind of tastes like medicine, honestly. um, um, like any like hard candy or soft candies, I really like grape. Um, it's not a very popular flavor here. A lot of people like blue raspberry. I'm not a blue raspberry fan, but when I was in Finland, I realized there was nothing that was grape flavored. You get a lot of almond chocolate, and I love almonds. Here, the nut with almond is usually hazelnut. Yeah. Ugh. Now I just want Butler's chocolate. Again, I'm not a huge chocolate person, but Irish chocolate, ooh, top tier. Top, top tier. Oh man. Although I have not been to England, so I do not know if their chocolate is better than the Republic of Ireland. Almond M&Ms are very expensive. Interesting. I knew like I know like American snacks abroad are very expensive. So like when we went to Ireland and we wanted, I don't remember what it was, but it was like very like Doritos or something. It was very expensive. Same thing in Finland. Kind of everything in Finland is expensive. Um, but they're like Oreos were like 12 euros, whereas like here they're like $3 for like a party size. 7 pounds a box. Yeah. American food is expensive abroad. But it's not really that great, to be honest, so but it's interesting to like ah, also because America is so different, there's a lot of different foods depending on where in America you're from. So like here in New England slash Massachusetts, um, we have fluff, which is like a marshmallow spread. So we have what's called Nutella and fluff sandwiches. So it's the spreadable hazelnut chocolate. That's Nutella or Nutella. I don't know how you pronounce it. And then you put this fluff on the other half of the bread, and you like put it together. And apparently, fluff is not a thing in outside of New England. I didn't know that until we had friends in college that didn't come from New England, and they're like, "What the heck is fluffernutter?" And we're like, "What do you mean? What's a fluffernutter? Like, are you are you not from America?" And they're like, "No, like I live in America. I grew up here." So that's kind of when I realized like we have like very different. America's really a melting pot, and sometimes I forget there's more to America than New England. um, or like I forget there's something past the East Coast because I'm always thinking about Florida because I'm such a Disney person. So like I know Florida exists. So like the East Coast, I'm like, yeah, that's America. But then I'm like, oh yeah, there's like a whole side over here to the west that exists. Um, I think there might be a Taco Bell. We just got Shake Shack. Their fries are so good, and their chicken. We have a Shake Shack, but it's kind of far, so we don't have Shake Shack very often because it's far and the delivery is expensive and we're lazy to drive out there. There are apparently Taco Bells, but nothing near me. Yeah, that's valid. I think that happens occasionally. Um, like, we don't have Carl Jr.'s, we don't have Hardee's, we don't have In N Out, which just sucks because I really like In N Out. I did have Taco Bell in Finland a few times. I actually have somewhere in my Finland stuff. I have a menu from Taco Bell. I went to the opening day in Lappeenranta. And then Tampere didn't have a Taco Bell, but Helsinki had one. And Lappeenranta had one. They also have alcohol at Taco Bell in Finland. So that's kind of nice. We don't have that here. I know there's one or a couple Taco Bells in the States that have alcohol, but not here in Massachusetts. I have a Chipotle just open in my local. I'm not a fan of Chipotle. I love In-N-Out. In-N-Out's pretty good. Yeah. I like, it's called like Animal Style, where they put grilled onions on it. That's really good. Their fries aren't that great, but their strawberry shakes are actually pretty good at In-N-Out. Every time I visit my parents in Texas, they're like, where do you want to go? It's like, In-N-Out. They're like, there's so many other places. I'm like, I don't care. I can't get this back at home. Raising Cane's is very good. I don't know if that's in Cali or if that's just a Texas thing. Nando's is the big thing in England. Friendly's strawberry purple. Friendly's. They're shutting down a little bit more around here, but growing up, like, in New England, Friendly's is a chain, but it's from Massachusetts. And I had no idea that it's not, like, outside of New England. It's another one that I didn't realize. Strawberry fribbles are very good. That is true. Yeah, we don't have a Nando's, and I don't remember seeing a Nando's in Finland either. Or Ireland. I don't think. Oh. We have Nando's somewhere. Probably in LA. When in doubt, it's either in New York or LA. Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's chicken is so good. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. It's 6 o'clock. Raising Cane's is good. Northern Europe doesn't have a lot of, like, fast food, technically. So they did have Hesburger, which was so good. If you wanted a quick meal, that was the place to go. Oh, it was in DC. You know, sometimes I forget DC exists, to be honest. Usually when I think, like, cities, I think LA and New York. Maybe Vegas will pop in my mind sometimes. I forget DC's a touristy city. I also forget Boston's a touristy city. When I went to Finland and I was like, oh yeah, I'm from Boston. I'm like, yeah, that's in Massachusetts. You probably don't know about it. And they're like, we go to Boston. I was like, why? I forgot that it's very historic. It's just because you grow up near it, so you don't really kind of realize that you're not, like, you might live in a touristy area and you just, why? But we had a chain, there's still a few left, called Spud You Like, which is a baked potato. Oh my god. What show? Atypical. When, Paige works at the potato spud restaurant. That's what that reminds me of. I wonder if that's what they based it off of. Spud You Like. That's cute. But speaking of all of this food, I think I am going to head off and try and... I really should make food. You did make me hungry. That's okay. I'm always hungry, honestly, if I'm totally being honest. But yes, I'm so glad that Piggy is doing great. And I am happy that you guys came and hung out with me. We're going to do a raid. I think we're going to raid Peachy Sophie. She's playing Animal Crossing. Let's see. Peachy. How do you spell Sophie? Oh dear Lord. I'm horrible with spelling. There we go. She's another small channel. So go support a small channel, and hopefully next stream, I'm only one follower away from affiliate, so maybe next stream I'll be an affiliate and we can have emotes and subs and all the fun stuff. So good night. Thank you for coming in. I'll be back Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. But let's go say hi to Peachy Sophie.